Hello, all. Calmer Waters 22. I am back with another topic to discuss with everyone. But I did want to drop a little message before we get started. I really hope everyone is taking the time to be patient with themselves, to honor the new changes that are going on in your own world, and to understand that you are jumping into a new timeline. You are jumping into a new version of yourself. So, with all of that comes a lot of change. And depending on who we are individually and what our journeys are, made of, where they're supposed to take us, will determine what changes need to be taken place at this time. So some of us may be going through small changes, and the buildup to your new version of yourself is a lot lighter and less hectic. Some of us have a different mission, so the change might be a lot more explosive, expansive, and it might come a little more faster. So we are all on the timeline of change, but in different ways, different frequencies and different styles. So yours may not be the same as your best friend, or, a love connection that you're with, or even your siblings or people around you. It's all going to be different, geared to your own personal journey. Okay? With that being said, before we get started on the topic, I did want to set the tone to its most optimal prime. And I wanted to share with you guys something that I do on a daily basis. I operate out of integrity in my own auric field, and it has helped me out so much to actually be conscious of the aspect and the energy of having integrity, good integrity. So I carry around this cute little integrity book in my purse, and I read from it daily. I pick one message to read to myself, and then I set the tone. So what I would like to do is knock on the book, go ahead and turn to a page. I'm going to do 3 different pages, and I want to set the tone for spreading the love of integrity. Okay, so here we go. Let's start with the 1. What messages of integrity would you like us to hear today, Source? Let's see. Ooh, here we go. This is what I opened up to. So this is our first message. Okay. Give others the freedom to be themselves. What? Can I get what? Give others the freedom to be themselves. I love that message. Please do that for others. Please, because you would like it done for yourself. Okay. Tell the truth. This is a big one. Now, this one for me, I want to go ahead and tell everybody that I tell the truth a little too much. Sometimes I need to learn how to wait for the right time, or not give such a truth to each aura, because some of us are fragile and we're fractured. So the truth can bewilder someone, okay? So if you are a person who struggles with telling the truth, it's time for you to start being a lot more truthful than you have been, okay? Life's greatest battle is the one within yourself. This is the first page we turn to. Oh. Yeah. It's time for you to love yourself where you're at. It's time for you to embrace the new version of yourself. Take little baby steps on incorporating this new energy. And in due time, you will fully embody the new version of yourself, the highest and greatest version of yourself. Okay? Let's hear the next message. Know beforehand what your proper response will be to any situation involving a moral choice. This is a good message because it goes back to one of the last videos I made about working on yourself. It goes back to how are you going to respond to situations that have happened in your life, in your world, and on your journey. How are you going to respond differently? Because a lot of the energies that we are around are taking baby steps on recognizing that they need to change. So they might still embody this energy that's a lot more forceful, chaotic, and less apt to change. They're slow to change. Excuse me, y'all. I don't get allergies, but they messing around, okay? They messing around, okay? You know what I mean. So, let's read that again, because this is great. Know beforehand what your proper response will be to any situation involving a moral choice. Stop, pause, and think about your response, because this is a new version of you, before you proceed with communication. I gotta cough again, y'all. They doing it, but can't stop, won't stop. We will not stop. We will never give in, and we will never give up, right? You cannot block the throat chakra, darling. It is divine order. Thank you. This says, seek sincerity, not flattery. This goes back to another video I made. Your looks do not define your destiny. Seek sincerity, seek truth, realness. Be your authentic self. The world needs you. However, your messages come in to you, embody it, share with others so that we can each one teach one and each one help each other out, especially if you want the knowledge, especially if you are hungry for that growth and that change. Okay? So that was page 1. Woo! Woo! Only on page 1? Okay. See why I love this book? Okay. This is the second page I turned to, everyone. You see that? Okay. Choose purity over truth over popularity. Okay, so this is a good one. This is choosing to be down to earth, choosing to come and operate out of your heart space, not your ego. What does your heart tell you? How is your heart explaining to you how to convey messages to your loved ones or to people that you come across? Okay, choose that. The true test of character is what one thinks, says, or does when no one is watching. Oh my goodness. I say this all the time. Okay, there's so many things that we do in this life operating from our ego because we want others to see it. We want others to see that we pray. We want others to see that we give things to the goodwill. We want others to know all the good things, all the good deeds that we're doing in a day, right? But the truth of that is, where are you operating from? Are you operating from your ego? Or are you operating from your heart space? Are you operating from the divine energy? Never brags about what they're doing to help people. They just do it. So if you are going to do things that are helping others today or any other day, you don't need to share that. This is another video I made. Stop oversharing. This is perfect for that. You have to embody this energy of giving to others unconditionally without you boasting about it and telling everybody you're doing it. Because the mere fact of you doing that, you're only letting source know that your ego is operating out of you doing those things, because you don't really need to tell anyone. You just need to do the thing. Okay? So remember that. Humility is a constant companion of integrity. Okay, so you need to humble yourself. Be more humble. If you didn't get the car you wanted to manifest this year, but you did get a car, be humble about that. Know that the car that you really truly desire is coming. Your manifestations are just a little off right now, but they are still working because you did receive the vehicle. You just didn't receive the one that you wanted to be riding in. Learn how to be humble in this journey, and all of your wishes, desires, and manifestations will definitely come knocking on your door. Okay, let's do the last message, y'all. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. This is the last message. Okay. People of integrity never run scared. Ha ha ha. They don't. They don't have a scarcity mindset. They don't have a fear mindset. They know that even if they stumble, they're still at the right place at the right time. They know even if they say something that's a little awkward, they know that they still were meant to say it, because they operate out of freedom, not fear or scarcity. Because in everyone's eyes, you're always going to either be perfect or unperfect. But in the eyes of Source, in the eyes of the Most High, you are perfect and whole now. Okay? Confessions is good for the soul, but only when it's genuine. I can't tell you how much this is so on point, because it's like this. Say you fall out with a family member, right? And you don't talk for 3 years. And they come along and we're going through a planetary thing. And, you know, sometimes when we go through certain planetary things, it resurrects people from your past or situations. And they come and they apologize to you, and they really want to get back into your energy and congregate with you and hang out with you and things like that. But it's not genuine. They're only doing it because maybe they see the growth in you and they're like, wow, she or he or whomever is doing so great. I really want to be back in their energy because I'm feeling like low and they're vibing high, right? It's not genuine. So they'll confess to you, hey, I'm sorry about doing that 3 years ago. I was in a vulnerable place and I was not liking life or whatever, right? And that might be true, but it's not genuine. Remember that, okay? It takes much less effort to tell the truth. It really does. Let me tell you something about lies, which I've told too. Like, come on. White lies, we all have. They really do hold a heavy, sad energy. you have to think about it. Like, okay, should I tell this person the truth? No. Because if I tell them the truth, they're going to do this. They're going to react this way. And they may react that way. But it doesn't matter. The truth is what will set you free. So it is best to tell the truth. Now, I did say earlier, you might have to wait. You might have to temper it a little bit, depending on who you're telling the truth to. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't tell it. Just might be a different approach to it because of where their energy is at the time. On the vine, it could be lower. And once you tell the truth to somebody who's lower on the vine, fireworks start going off, right? So you're going to have to gauge it. I would say gauge it, fill the room, and then go from there. Okay? Last message. Integrity is the glue that holds our way of life together. Isn't this the truth? This is such a good last message because if you operate out of integrity and you are mindful of how you portray yourself to others, and how you portray yourself to yourself, you will really reap the awesome, beautiful benefits of being intentional with your personality. And it really will serve you in its highest and greatest way. So, I hope all of those messages really helped. I hope it helps jingle some thoughts in your own mind of integrity-based actions and integrity-based aura, and gives you the sense to start thinking and being more conscious of how you deliver your personality to yourself and others, okay? So I know that took up a big chunk of time, but I did want to talk about the topic that I came on here to talk about with you all. And that is failure. Failure is not a bad word. It is not a bad energy. It is something that is letting you know that your manifestations are coming. They are working out. You might have to tweak some things a little bit here. You might have to watch your verbiage, and that needs to change. And so whatever you're going for failed, or you're around the wrong people and source doesn't want to necessarily give you that gift yet because the people around you, their energies aren't matching with this divine energy field that you could be getting. Okay, so you fail at it. You fail at this thing that you're going for. There's all kinds of reasons why failure sets in. But the one thing you should take out of it is the fact that you are on the right path. If you didn't fail, you wouldn't know what it feels like to gain the desired outcome. You really wouldn't be able to cherish it and be so grateful that you received it, right? You have to fail to get the manifestation. If you were to get your final outcome, then you, without failure, you wouldn't be able to actually enjoy it. It's not something that you would even like at that point. I gotta get something to drink. This is crazy. They doing it, and I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't like it. Because one, the divine has given me a voice to help the collective out. And I'm gonna do that regardless. It is helping me out. It is helping my loved ones out, and and I hope it is helping at least one of you. So you won't stop me from spitting the message. But I really don't like it. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't get the coughs. Gratefully. But this all mess that they got spraying around and doing all this, I'm not liking it. But guess what? We gonna transmute that baby. Oh, no, you won't. Thank you. Failure is not an option. It is just a roadblock in your journey, but you will manifest your desires because there is a destiny call for that. Failure could be you going after the wrong dream. And source is like, no, I already told you before you got there that you were going to be doing this. You agreed to it. And now you're over here like trying to be like a florist. And the only reason you're trying to be a florist is because you want to play small and hide from your gifts. No. Okay? So, when things come your way and they are in a form of a failure, do not give up. Do not gain that doubt mentality. There is a reason the failure is showing up. It is building resilience in you. Not resistance. It is building resilience in you. It is making you so strong at every angle. When failure comes in, this is what you should be doing. Whoa! I'm on the right path, baby. That's what you should be doing. Not curling up in the bed sheets and taking a billion years to get yourself happy again. Okay? I really hope this message helped. Take the time to assess your world and make sure that at every turn you are putting some positive messages on that journey, on these new changes, because this is what will set you free. I apologize for all the coughing. There's nothing I can do about it, but well, there is something I can do about it. I can still talk, continue to talk, get it out, and drink some of this good old agua, this good old H2O, okay? Please give your girl a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel, because in this space, we are healing life's challenges. We are loving ourselves, and we are abundant and building ourselves up so that we can become the greatest versions of ourselves now. And until next time, take care, everyone.